Hello all. How to create a project in the iVIew HMI software, iVIew developer, to communicate with an iSmart intelligent relay. First, create a project by clicking on File, New, and give a name to the project. Click on Next. Select the application name, display size, display orientation, model, and display resolution, and click on Next. Select the device server as IMO Precision Controls IMO Limited, and the link type as COM because we are using serial communication to communicate with it, and select the iSmart Series Modbus RTU as the driver, and select the link COM port, whichever is the COM port which you would like to access. So here I have selected COM2 because it's a push fit terminal, so it is easy to wire. Click on the sublinks. So if you do have many iSmarts to be connected to the iVIew, you'll be able to actually use the sublinks for that. Click on Next. Select all the baud rate and data bits and parity and stop bits according to the network specification or according to the requirement. Select the timeout period as 1 second and click the retry count as 3 and click on Next. So this is the sublinks. You can either keep it as only one sublink, so you will be able to actually have only one iSmart connected to the system, but if you do have more iSmarts, you'll be able to actually have the number as, say for example, 3 or 4 or 5 depending upon how many you have. So here for example I have selected number 3, and here you have to give a name. So SMT1, SMT2, SMT3. Now here we do have some different things like node. So node is the Modbus ID of the Modbus slave devices in the network. So we have 3 iSmart modules with the Modbus IDs as 1, 2 and 3. So when the program is downloaded to the system, if you select the status on, then the iVIew HMI will look for all these 3 modules. Alternatively, what you will be able to do is you will be able to simply select the initial status off, and then you do have a sublink table. By using that, you will be able to just select whichever iSmart switch you would like to switch it on or switch it off. Okay, and here you have selected the checkbox so that it will show error message in case if there is no communication. So click on Finish. Now we have a screen, and using this screen what you will be able to do is you will be able to select some objects. Say for example we are creating a big button, and you will be able to give a label to the button as on, off, give a select a picture, off picture and on picture depending upon whether you would like to actually have an image displayed instead of the actual button. And click on the general. You will be able to have, for example, an external label, and you can give a name to the external label, for example as start, and then you will be able to have the position as top. So the advantage of the iVIew software itself is, while you do some settings, you'll be able to actually see it live, whatever is the setting is going to do in the actual button. So you can select it as toggle, and then you will be able to select an address. So to select an address, click on the address entry, and either you will be able to actually create an internal memory address, but in this case we do have the iSmart connected, so we will choose one from the link 1. So click on the link 1, and you have to select whichever is the iSmart which you are going to link. So here in this case we do have sublink 0, 1, 2 with the SMT1, SMT2 and SMT3. So here in this case I selected SMT1, and then I choose M, say for example to create an M1 as a memory bit, and click on enter. So now we have a write address /0/m1 and you press OK. So by pressing this button, and it is a toggle button, you will be able to actually make it as a toggle on the M1 address. If you would like to have a different color or a border color or border pattern, you will be able to change all these different things. Or if you would like to have a picture shape, you click on this and you'll be able to choose one of the pictures which is from the symbol library, or you will be able to have an imported picture from your computer. You will be able to have some different text for the on and off or for a picture. Also, you'll be able to have the touch operation controls, so you'll be able to actually enable by a bit. So when a particular bit is enabled, only then that button will be activated. Or you will be able to have a enable by user level, so you'll be able to choose what is the level of that particular user who will be having access to operate that particular button. Or you will be able to have an operator confirmation. You will be able to change the user level. You will be able to do the operational logging, so that it will automatically log who the user is who operated this particular button at that time. You'll be able to make it as invisible or controlled by bit or controlled by user level. Press OK, and that's how you configure a button. You will be able to configure an object. Click on numeric entry, for example, and you'll be able to do, say, general. You'll be able to select an address. So link 1 from this one, and I'm selecting, for example, a timer or a counter or a data register. So it depends on what you want in your project. So for example, enter, and you press OK. You'll be able to enter that object value into the data register. You'll be able to have some scaling, or you'll be able to do some range check, and if it is not within that particular range, it won't accept that value. You'll be able to do touch operation control by enable by bit or enable by user level. You'll be able to do a timeout. If it's not changed after that particular time, it will time out. You can change the user level. You can do operator confirmation, operational logging, and all those different things. You will be able to have an external label. So, and by clicking on the external label top, you will be able to actually change the label for that particular object. You'll be able to have different colors for all those different things. So for example, like this, so you'll be able to actually see what you're actually getting in the screen. You'll be able to do all the different kind of changes. You'll be able to have a different border color. You'll be able to have a shape. And press OK. So now you have a new object with a numeric entry. Similarly, you have the numeric display, you have character entry, character display, you have bit lamp. So bit lamp is for basically understanding what is happening within a controller. So depending upon, to view a particular bit data. So you'll be able to actually configure link 1 SMT. You'll be able to select, say for example, input 01. So you'll be able to watch and monitor the status of the input number 1 by using this. You'll be able to have a shape, or you will be able to select a picture shape by click on selecting from a indicator, for example a circle. You'll be able to select any of these, or you will be able to choose from one of the images which you import from, or you will be able to select any of those pictures, and you press OK, and then you resize it depending upon how you want it. Thank you for watching the video.